Welcome to the XFO Intelligence Podcast channel, Complex-Q Series. Today we dive into thresholds over timelines, a capital deployment blueprint for the infrastructure multiplier era. In May 2026, as we navigate $1.5 trillion in tech-enabling infrastructure spending, with a mere $275 billion in near-term cost efficiencies, CFOs must answer a critical question. How can they design phased capital deployment frameworks to prevent overinvestment in unproven capabilities, while preserving optionality to capture high multiplier sectors, healthcare, industrials, media, before competitors lock in scale advantages? The corporate technology infrastructure wave is a structural trap. Success requires a shift. The infrastructure multiplier era rewards option discipline, not deployment velocity. So, what's the right approach? Let's break it down. The $275 billion efficiency comes from linear physics, automation, cloud optimization, legacy retirement. The rest? Nonlinear physics, S-curve adoption, network effects, regulatory gatekeeping. Traditional models fail here. The solution? Treat early infrastructure spend as information acquisition, not sunk commitment. The phased threshold deployment framework runs across 3 phases. Phase 1, option creation and validation, 0 to 12 months. Deploy only 10 to 15% of the budget. Prove unit economics, data readiness, and regulatory feasibility at minimal scale. Fund probes and cap exposure. No single unproven capability gets more than 5% of annual capex. Phase 2, threshold crossing, 12 to 24 months. Release 30 to 40% of the budget only when composite threshold scores hit 0.75 out of 100. Key metrics: utilization 0.65%, LTV CAC 0.3.0, regulatory clearance. Use convertible leases, joint ventures. Phase 3, multiplier capture, 24 to 36 plus months. Lock in scale advantage when threshold scores hit 0.88 out of 100 for 2 quarters. Heavy capex, M&A, exclusivity agreements follow. Keep a 12 to 15% option reserve for rapid scaling. Sector-specific triggers matter. Healthcare, scale only after real-world evidence shows ROI. Industrials, trigger when predictive accuracy over 85%. Media, scale when DAU/MAU network effects sustain. Contracts must preserve switching options, milestone tranches, OPEX to CAPEX conversion, data portability. Auto-prune nodes if scores drop. Capital must self-correct. Normalize FOMO. Competitor CAPEX inflates perceived ROI. A 90-day roadmap. Map value chains, deploy a validation matrix, renegotiate top vendor contracts, establish an option reserve, restructure incentives, and build a board dashboard. The Capital Allocation Committee, led by the CFO, has veto power on tranches and authority to activate decay protocols. Bottom line, it's not a spending race, it's an option tournament. Fund truth first, scale only when signals converge. This transforms a $1.2 trillion gap into a multiplier engine. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the XFO Intelligence Podcast channel. We'd love your feedback. Email us at xfointelligence@gmail.com. Stay tuned for more insights in the Complex-Q series.